Okay, it's time for a little video. Thought we'd check in with everybody, see how things are going. Let's see, can we see the sunset or yeah, there we go. There's our sunset. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Going down over the island there. Pretty slick. Okay, now we'll refocus it on us. Okay, these cameras are pretty slick. Okay, so a couple of things. Been out here for a little bit. There are struggles. There are difficulties. There are tough things about
real life.
Living.
Driving dinghies into mangroves.
Crashing the dinghy into stuff.
I don't anymore, but boy.
I crashed the dinghy into the dock this morning.
Oh yeah, you hit it.
It happens all the time. And due to that, when I got home from my new job today, I spent, I don't know, a little bit doing dinghy maintenance and had to add some reinforcement to the transom because it's getting used. And when things get used,
You're always fixing
take wear and tear. And there are days out here where it is choppy and
we had a boat slide off its anchor, actually 2 in one day. Say hi to CJ.
Hi, CJ.
We had 2 in one day. We had a 42-foot catamaran, and then I'm not sure what Dulce is, but Dulce was completely sliding off anchor. Jeremy helped the catamaran. We got a phone call that our neighbor was in trouble and he was the only one on this catamaran.
This
it's
catamaran.
Beautiful.
That one right there was sliding toward us.
Toward us. Yeah, toward us. And it was crazy. I said toward us.
Toward us?
Yeah. Loopers.
So, we showed up, jumped on, helped out.
Yeah, CJ called us and was like, oh my gosh.
Got his anchor reset and got him stopped. And
that night was pretty good winds, really crazy tides. It was due to that big full blood moon because the moon does control the tides way more than
super blood moon eclipse thing, whatever the hell that was. Yeah, it seriously affected the tides. We had the highest and lowest tides that we've seen out here.
Well, we got catamaran stopped, we got him stopped. He's actually wrapped around.
One of the channel markers.
Yeah,
The sailboat that was dragging got wrapped around one of the channel markers, and that's what stopped him at first.
And then a fisherman was nice enough to tow him to a different location
in the morning. But yeah, he's over there now. It's the boat in the middle. The blue one. I don't know if you can tell what color it is, but that's the one that come loose and was just drifting on by. Oh, here we go. See, I'm not a very good cameraman. I'm sorry. I'll get better.
I have like 3 chins and 20 nickels.
I'll get better. But anyway, so like I was saying, there's tough things, there's scary things. I mean, the reality is going and getting water.
Finding a place to take your trash, finding a free place to park your car.
It's a thing to.
And you have to be able to access your car, when you need to go get supplies or groceries or.
We got some jamming going on behind us.
It's beautiful.
And they're about to come into the picture there, I think. Oh yeah, here they come. Here they come. It's gonna be 1 or 2 white guys jamming rap music on $300,000, $400,000 boat, and yeah, makes lots of sense.
No judgment. Boating is.
Yeah, no, 1 white guy. Oh, it's 2. Yeah. For some reason, those boats never have women on them. I don't understand. But no, the reality of being out here is difficult. It's work. It's constant.
Jimmy has
work.
a job, so I've got to dinghy him to work every day and make sure I'm there to pick him up, and not by vehicle or normal public transportation. yeah, on the water. And since we're out at Fort Myers Beach, it is a crazy tourist attraction. So there are
there's
a lot of boat traffic, and most of them don't know what they're doing. It is really funny to hang out at one of the
marina.
Well, not just a marina, but the restaurants where they have boat parking. Because I mean, whew, that's a show.
Wow, if the wind's blowing, it's incredible. It's incredible. It's a show, like she said.
A shit show, because everybody's drunk and you're like, oh my gosh, in this tiny little dinghy.
Right.
And you gotta travel around them and weave through them.
Weaving through the drunk
They
people
don't,
can
and
be
the
challenging.
really drunk ones, like they don't mind, like they'll, for instance, like pull right up next to my dinghy and like, oh hey, we love a dinghy. Oh, it was hilarious. But yeah, they don't pay attention, so you definitely keep your head on the swivel.
No, I really think that we're doing great. I think we have been overcoming the challenges well.
Yeah, because you have to get your dogs ashore multiple times a day.
Yeah, the dog's got to go ashore in the morning and then again in the afternoon, and
in the evening, if you want a good walk. During the day, you want to make sure you get them a good walk. And they've got to get comfortable getting in and out of the dinghy,
off of the boat,
off
into the dinghy.
boat, and you know that they've got it down now.
We got too far away from each other. There we go. Now we're both.
I didn't do it.
That's alright. I like touching you.
I have
But no, I think we are doing well at adapting. But this is not
for everybody.
This is not for everybody.
I mean, you can hear the generator running in the background. That's running an AC unit to keep the humidity out of the boat because it just gets miserable. And so, like right now, there really isn't much wind. You can kind of see a little bit with my hair, but there isn't much wind. And
a little
so,
bit. Look at the flag.
Yeah, that's just, it doesn't come into the boat like that.
No.
It does not come into the boat like that. And being in Florida and tropical locations, you have really high humidity. And that's something also that if you're not accustomed to, it can hit you really hard. You know, you're always wet, clammy. I don't wear makeup anymore. It'll just melt off. So
yeah, I mean, it's hot.
And you're swimming, like you're playing in one of the most beautiful places there is. So.
It's hot. It's, I don't know, what was it today? 91?
90 something.
91, I think.
But that really isn't hot. It's once I used to be hot.
Yesterday, CJ told me it was 86 but it feels like 99 because of the humidity.
The humidity yesterday, well, yeah, and the humidity, gosh, the islands that you can kind of see forming right here, you couldn't see them. You couldn't. It was.
No, off in the distance there, this stuff, all of that right there, you could not see any of that. I'm turning the wrong way. You couldn't see any of that yesterday because of the humidity.
Yeah, it was something. You could barely see the bridge. But that's just, it's something you gotta grow accustomed to. I just like the humidity knocked out of the boat, otherwise you're really miserable sleeping.
It's tough to sleep if there's no, and the idea of being out, being able to live free out here is not, it ain't free. It ain't free. There is no free living.
We pay for gas for the generator.
If you want to survive, it's gonna cost.
Gotta eat.
It's gonna cost.
So, like, when we first got here, we lost the prop on the dinghy motor. It fell off.
First day.
So then we had to go to our backup, which is electric, and that completely drained our battery.
Which we had
batteries, and I think we have like 7 marine batteries.
I think we have 7 batteries that we have acquired, and we had them all charged up and ready to go. Well, we had 6 of them all charged up and good to go before we left, and then we got down here and immediately lost the prop and had to switch to the electric motor, so we were burning up batteries.
Right.
and the solar will just, I mean, with 200 watts of solar, you just cannot keep up with an electric dinghy.
Absolutely
It's
not.
just not going to happen.
No,
And,
no.
I mean, on it, I mean, you can see the water behind me is pretty calm right now.
That's
But
not.
you're
This morning, like up until like maybe 2 hours ago.
right. It's you
Choppy, crazy currents.
with the electric motor. It just isn't.
It isn't fun. And then like
It's great
we
for a
spoke
backup.
up, like it's evening now, so all the boat rentals are going back in. They have to be in either by 5 o'clock or dusk, depending. And so now it's quiet. But right across the way here is a park, and there is a dock there. And sometimes just to get from here to there is a challenge, especially with tide, current, wind, and the waves. It's a challenging life, you know, especially when you got a dog. You know, in the dinghy doesn't always.
No, anyway, so we just wanted to leave a little note for people, and we're still out here loving it. It's
Yeah,
going to be fun.
met some great people.
And hey, this is not the midlife crisis for everyone.